Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Eva, and today I'm gonna share with you a few of my retail horror stories. Don't forget to check me out on social media. My Instagram and TikTok handle is Eva full stop Matea. That's Mateja, and yeah, that's how you pronounce my name, Matea. Basically, I was thinking about this for a while and I tried to look up some horror stories from retail. I didn't find too many, surprisingly, so I thought I would just share a few of my worst. Let's get into the stories. The first story happened in Penny's, and this was around Christmas time. If you've ever been in Penny's or Primark, especially in Ireland, you know how freaking busy this place gets around Christmas. It's just insane. Absolutely insane, okay? There's literally the queues to the registers would be throughout the whole floor. And mind you, this is a very big shop. The queue would be all the way through the shop, sometimes even to the front door. A million people walking around. It's so busy. And messy. As a creation, I don't know, creations are so tidy. Like when you go to try something in a shop, you just put it back where you found it, or at least take it out of the cabin and leave it on the table for the clothes that were tried on. But yeah, this is not how it's practiced in Ireland. I'll never forget the first time I came into a Penny's shop and there was just clothes everywhere. Oh my god, it was so messy. I was like, where am I? So yeah, this happened around Christmas. The queue was enormous. All the workers are stressed. All the customers are cranky because they have to wait. It's just such a stressful time. I hated working at the registers, but I did my best to be quick and to make it painless for the customer. So anyway, this older woman was at the till. She had a few things, like maybe one PJ for a kid and maybe a few little other bits and pieces. I'm scanning them and I asked her, do you want the bag? And she said no. So I was like, well, how's she gonna carry all of this? But whatever, not my problem. I scan it, I charge her, and I kind of sorted the stuff on the counter for her. And she just kind of looks at the stuff and she looks at me, and I kind of look at the stuff and I look at her, and she's like, where's my bag? And I'm like, oh, sorry, I thought you said you didn't want a bag. And I'm like taking the bag straight away. She just went from 0 to 100, like literally. She started shouting, are you fucking stupid? She shouted this. She literally did that with her arms as well in front of everyone. There was 10 other tills open next to me, and everyone was just like, including the manager, including the people in the queue, over a bag. You said you didn't want a bag anyway. Like, why do some people get so angry? I get it. You're waiting in the line, you're cranky, but stop taking your anger out on customer service. This is one of the things that annoys me the most. Is like, if you work in a customer service, people tend to think that they're above you. It's just so annoying. Like, this is literally usually just like students that are shop assistants. Well, there are older people as well, but someone has to do it. Why do you think you're better than someone just because you might have a fancier job in an office or whatever? Not everyone can have a fancy job. This is so frustrating to me. But yeah, she just shouted at me. I was still like, well, have a nice day. Thank you for calling me fucking stupid. Like, what am I supposed to do? Mind you, this was like the beginning. I only started working there literally a month or two. I was still new. I was still sensitive. Like, this really hit me, of course. I was so young as well, and I had to go to the toilet to kind of calm myself down. I almost cried over a bag. The second story also happened in Penny's around Christmas time. Again, super busy. Everyone was super cranky, super stressed, as per usual. I was at the registers again. So this guy comes up. He's got a ton of stuff. He's got like 2 or 3 kids. They're shouting, they're screaming. It was so loud. His wife is there on the phone, screaming at the phone as well. It was just so messy. I was like trying my best to get rid of them as quick as I can. I pack everything into a bag and I'm like, okay, that'll be $74.80, please. I remember this so well. And the guy takes out his his wallet and he gives me 320s. I took the 320s like this. I was holding my arms over the counter. The counter is super thick. I didn't do anything with the money. I literally just took it like this. And I looked at it and I realized there's only 320s. And I'm like, excuse me, there's 60 here? And he looks at me like, I gave you 80. And I'm like, oh dear Jesus. Like, no, you gave me 60. There was only 320s. I'm still holding the money over the counter. And he's like, did you drop one? I didn't do anything with the money. How would I drop it? Even if I dropped it, it would be on the counter. But the customer's always right, okay? So I left the 360s on the counter and I looked, right? Nothing there. No, sir, I didn't. You gave me 60? He's like looking at me. No, I'm pretty sure I had 80. So he kept saying, like, are you sure you didn't drop it? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. At this point, like, the manager didn't care. It was so busy. Everyone was listening, looking at us. Would I risk my job for 20 euro? There was cameras everywhere on the cash registers. Like, why? I'm sure some people would. I'm sure this happens. But come on, like, who in their right mind would risk their good paying job to steal 20 euro from a customer? So at this point, I was like, sir, do you want to come around the counter and you can check for yourself? I didn't drop it. You gave me 60 euro. And he's like, no, I don't. And then his wife interrupts. What's going on? What's the problem? And he's like, we lost 20 euro. So she gives him another 20 euro, whatever. And before he went, he was still like, do you mind checking the floor again? I was like, yeah. No, there's nothing there. Sorry. He goes off. Thank God. Mind you, the guy literally came back 5 minutes after and be like, did you find the 20? Like, what was I supposed to do? Like, I didn't know if he was gonna go to the manager, complain, make problems for me. Most people would not steal 20 euro from you right in front of your face on a cash register. Why would they risk their job for 20 euro extra? Come on, man. No. This last story happened when I was working as a customer service email agent. That job literally doesn't have a name. So yeah, I was basically working in an airline for a frequent flyer program. We had a ton of issues with this program. It just wasn't working properly. It was released too soon or something like that. One of our most common queries was missing flights. So someone flew, put their number in. However, they didn't get the points for the flights. We had a template that we sent out. This was a whole process. Like, we couldn't award the flights manually. We had to put them in one file and then our manager would send them on to a different team who would do it, award it. And then it can take up to like 28 days or something for it to actually be done because we were just super busy and understaffed probably. So I get one of these emails, just a normal day, normal email. I send them the template. I put the details in the file for our manager, la la la. The person comes back with a really, really long email saying how he has cancer and he is appalled by my customer service. Mind you, I sent him a template that we sent to everyone. But yeah, he was disgusted by the way I treated his case. He has cancer and I just made his symptoms so much worse. I genuinely don't even know what to say to this. I kept reading the email and it went on and on and on saying how I made it so much worse for him. I made his physical symptoms so much worse. This is so stressful for him, so unnecessary. Mind you, if we would see that they would go up to like a platinum or concierge or whatever, we would award the flights manually. This would literally make no difference for him and his status or anything. And I just made his cancer symptoms so much worse. I couldn't believe what I was reading, honestly. And at this point, I was just like, right, I'm not dealing with this. So I told my team leader, and she sent this on to the manager, and the manager ended up having to call this person and like calm him down and reassure him that he will get his points. La la la. So it wasn't even a big deal. I just don't get it. Like, what would you achieve by making someone else feel super guilty and super bad for making your symptoms worse because you didn't get a reply that you hoped for? It's just bizarre, isn't it? Like I said, I was called fucking stupid. I was accused of stealing 20 euro from a guy, but this hit me worse than those two because this is like, you're using a serious sickness like that to make me feel guilty and bad. And it's like, why? I mean, I know some people like to ruin other people's days and it makes them feel better, but to be honest, unfortunately, this is not an isolated incident. This happens so often that people are gonna use their own sicknesses or someone else's sickness in their family to try and get like discounts or extra points or free flights even. Like, just like, what? It's like, oh, my niece has this disease and I'm flying out to see her. Can you like give me half price flight? It's like, that's not how it works. I mean, I'm sorry for your niece, but you're using someone else's misery and sickness to try and gain something for yourself. It's just bizarre. I don't know what kind of a person you have to be to do something like that, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm having a headache just by remembering all of these things. Like, I'm literally having a headache, so I keep looking out the window as well. I'm sorry. I guess the lesson we learned today is please stop treating customer service agents like it's their fault for everything. These are just people who are there to try and fix the issues that you're experiencing. In most cases, they're not the ones causing the issue. So please stop yelling and shouting and insulting them. Just be a nice person. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and maybe subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check me out on social media. My Instagram and TikTok handle is Eva_Mateja. That's Mateja. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.